Is working in a conventional bank acceptable? Working in any firm, in any institute, whether it's a bank or otherwise, which deals with interest, lends or borrows money in interest, and you are a part of that, is prohibited. Because the Prophet ﷺ said in the sound hadith, لعن الله الربا آكله ومؤكله وكاتبه وشاهديه. May Allah curse usury, the one who charges usury or interest, and the one who pays interest, and the one who is the writer or does the auditing. وشاهديه, and the witnesses. Some contracts, as you know, that requires 2 witnesses. So those who witness to a false contract will be included in the prohibition and in the curse too. Riba is a major sin. So if the bank is a conventional bank or so-called Islamic bank, what determines is the transaction, the dealings. If it complies with the Sharia, when some people say we need an Islamic economy, it means that we need business transactions which is in compliance with the Sharia. Because some people make fun of that and say, what do you mean Islamic economy, Islamic finance system? We mean when we sell, when we buy, when we trade, when we borrow, when we lend, all of that will undergo the ahkam of the Sharia. What you don't know, I'm addressing these guys or some people who belittle the value of the Sharia, that the Sharia, whether the Quran or the Sunnah, have explained in details all various kinds of transactions. There is a whole chapter in fiqh called Kitabul Buyu'a, business transactions. What's halal and what's haram, what to sell and what not to sell, and which transaction which may appear to many of us as perfectly lawful, while in fact it is not. And on the contrary, the opposite is true. So every person who happens to be a merchant or a businessman has to study this chapter, has to attend a course in order to understand the fiqh of the buyu'a. And if the business grows up and it booms, and if the person is very successful in his business and he's running $1 million or a multi-million-dollar business, then he's required to have a faqih consultant, somebody who would explain to him the opinions of the Sharia pertaining the transactions that he's involved in, and how to calculate his zakah and how to dispense it, and all of that. Why we tend to hire advisors in every field: financial advisors, political advisors, social advisors, advisors for everything, but not a Sharia advisor, not a Sharia consultant. Why? This is the part which is between me and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the one who bestowed this whole wealth upon me. So I'm required to know how am I supposed to deal in my money in accordance with what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants.